What's up, you guys? I'm Yuli, and today we're going to be talking about the major differences between bootcamp and MCT. So, without further ado, let's get this knowledge. First difference between bootcamp and MCT is bootcamp, you will come with absolutely nothing. You won't bring your phone, you won't, well, you can, but leave it with your parents, you don't come with anything, no gel, no lady products, nothing. But I do highly recommend that if you are on your days and you are like about to be received, the first 3 receiving days you will not have anything. So like it is pretty, like, it'll be a smart thing to carry a couple of tampons or pads if you are on your days, because I remember we were using porta potties and those things were disgusting and they didn't have any extra like female stuff or even toilet paper for the matter. And so you can bring female products. I'm pretty sure they won't tell you anything, especially for the receiving time, because you're gonna be in a classroom most of the time. But for MCT, you will take everything you get issued in boot camp, you will take it to MCT. You will take all the gear. You can take your soaps, your own gel, you can take your clothes from back home. You can take it, because when you go training, you're gonna lock up all your stuff that you're not gonna need anyways. So you take all your clothes, because 9 times out of 10, unless you get caught up in recruiter's assistance, you will like be going to your schoolhouse right after MCT. So it's good to take everything from back home, unless you want to buy your clothes all over again, which I highly do not recommend. The second major difference between bootcamp and MCT is that bootcamp, you're still trying to become a Marine. You haven't earned the title, and everything you do throughout bootcamp, you will be earning every single thing, from your boot blouses to your rolling up your sleeves to parting your hair to everything. You will earn all of that. And for MCT, you are a Marine. You earned the title, you got your EGA, but you're learning the combat side of the Marine Corps, because every Marine is a rifleman, so everyone has to know the fundamentals of infantry, kind of, like shooting, throwing grenades, stuff like that. The third major difference between bootcamp and MCT is that bootcamp, you will have your hair tied all the slick back without the part, until your senior drill instructor and your drill instructors believe that your platoon has earned like the parting of the hair, which typically comes towards the ending phase. But with MCT, you'll be able to do whatever you want with your hair, like as far as parting it. You can even braid it, because you're in a combat zone, and so you can braid it so that way it'll be easier to manage. Another major difference between bootcamp and MCT is that bootcamp is 3 months worth of learning the history of the Marine Corps, when the first female Marine came about, or like the history of the Marine Corps. And you will be tested on a lot of the history. But MCT is a month worth of learning the fundamentals of infantry. So it'd be like digging up a hole, how to survive, like you learn how to like be comfortable going to the bathroom outside and stuff like that. So there you have it, you guys. Those major differences between bootcamp and MCT. Alright guys, a little update on my life. I am currently out of the Marine Corps. I am finally a veteran, and if you guys want to hear about that, just comment down below. I'm happy to share my story and how everything went down, and how I'm now like a veteran. Other than that, it's like everybody goes through it. Everybody goes through things in their lives. Everybody's gonna have those downs, but you just need to, like, what defines you is how you pick yourself up from that. Like, there was many times where I have like messed up in the Marine Corps, but it's not how you mess up, because everybody's human. They understand that. It's how you take responsibility, how you react to the situation, rather than reacting all like, like I hate this, I hate my job, you know, like try to find some motivation and keep going. And that you'll find with your friends, your family, if you guys are close to them. Okay, the next video will be on MOSs, what MOS you should choose and which ones transfer best to the civilian world. And you know, so you could not only learn a job, like you're not only joining the Marine Corps like to get out of college, or you know, like to travel and all of that, like make it worth something, you know, like learn something that you would want to have for outside, you know, like a skill, a transferable skill that you can have for the outside, for when you are trying to, like when you're transitioning and trying to get a job afterwards, so it won't be too hard. And I'll talk about that in my next video, what my job was and how it transfers and all of that. So comment down below what your interests are. If you guys have a specific MOS that you guys want to talk about, I'll make sure to include it. Another thing that I want to mention before finishing this video is that I will be finishing this Marine Corps knowledge series, because I do think that a lot of females do need it, and it's helpful, you know. And so I will be finishing this series and then continuing on with my life and letting you guys know what goes after and everything. I will be documenting everything to help you guys also, like to get your benefits afterwards, and how like all these cool things that are offered to veterans that a lot of people don't know about. I want to thank real quick everyone who supported me since I've created the channel, you know, like all the support, all the positivity that's coming about. I really love it. Like that's what I want my channel to be about. I want it to be a bunch of females motivating each other to do their best, you know, to surpass these like glass ceilings, you know, like to make greatness happen, you know. And I want to have that. I want this little community to be about that, to be about you know, like to be about us, you know, like getting through this, you know, fighting every day. And every day's a battle, and no battle is harder than anybody else's, you know, like. But I do want to say that, you know, like keep the motivation going. Every day that, you know, that your workouts aren't being noticed, like just know that the results will show, and everything that you've done will be like for a reason. Thank you guys for everything.